I Am Annie from Michael Jackson's song Smooth Criminal.
Wait, what? Okay. Whatever you say, lady.
Michael mentions my name 46 times in his song. About the time Michael Jackson wrote the song Smooth Criminal, I was in an abusive relationship. On the night that I was being abused, I became Annie from Smooth Criminal. So she ran into the bedroom, she was struck down, it was her doom. And I did. I ran into the bedroom and I was struck down. This paragraph really speaks to me because it brings back, it's like it just happened yesterday.
Listen, lady, I'm sorry that you were in an abusive relationship, but I don't think that means that he wrote the song about you. Like, I think it may just be like, a coincidence, if you ever heard one of those before.
While this was happening, I saw a limousine outside the window. I believe it could have been Michael Jackson in that limousine. I know that Michael Jackson had family that lived in the area. Annie, are you okay? Why do you think he said that? Because he wanted to know if I was okay.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty much the question. Yeah, I guess, yeah. It's Annie, are you okay? I guess, yeah. But, if I saw someone being abused, and she said she saw a limo, I'd call the police. Maybe that's just me. Am I weird for that? The limo, I don't know about that. Maybe someone just had a limo. Like, there's thousands of limos, and just because you saw one, you think it was him because family was in the area, that doesn't mean anything.
I've been stolen from all my life. Even my life story from Smooth Criminal was stolen from me and I didn't get anything. I want the rights to my song. I Am Annie.
Okay, it's good to meet you.
Glad to meet you.
So, how do you know that you're Annie?
My grandmother gave me that name.
Your grandma gave, what does that even mean? Like, that doesn't support your theory, like, at all. She also claims a bunch of other things that sound crazy, but those happen later in the video, so I'll show those. And, her daughters don't believe her in what she was saying earlier, but, who would believe her?
Tell me about the limo, because this was a key for you.
I saw I started doing some digging and the particular limo that I saw outside is the same one that he has in storage. He has several cars. That looks very similar too.
Okay.
There's thousands of limousines.
I'm sorry?
There's thousands, hundreds of thousands of limousines.
But
Thank you. There's thousands of limousines, but like she thinks just because she saw one that looked like Michael Jackson's that it was his. The family in the area has no reason to even be there. Like, that doesn't mean anything. I don't think it's gonna be spying on you through your window either. It just makes no sense.
Well, there's one thing that you don't remember, and that's because you were just a little child. First of all, there's nothing that you could say that you even remember about any of that when all of this happened.
So Michael Jackson was just
I don't know
rolling
if
through
Michael
Phoenix.
Jackson was in Phoenix or if there was someone who was living in the complex, maybe who knew or heard about what had happened.
But you think you looked out the apartment window and
Yes.
saw him in that limousine down at the curb.
I saw the limo. I don't know if I saw him in the limo.
Then how do you know it's his limo? Like, oh my god. She just makes no sense. And, like, you're gonna see later, like, she said that, or her daughter said that she said that her husband had a tunnel in his room, and he would come out as 6 different people. Yeah, also about, what's it called, maintenance worker stealing her underwear. I don't know what that's all about.
Growing up, my mom had erratic behavior. She accused maintenance of stealing her undergarment.
Told ya.
She believed our little sister's dad is 6 different people, that he had a secret tunnel and would come out as different people. She would go to thrift stores and buy paintings and later state that they were worth millions of dollars.
I'm sorry, I can just imagine her coming home with like some random painting. She copped at the Goodwill. Her kids are like, "What is that?" And they're like, she's like, "This painting, bro, it's worth millions." Like, could you just imagine?
A year ago, my mom lost her apartment. She is now homeless and living on the street with my 14-year-old little sister.
No. See, this is where the problems start, all right? Because, like, when you have a child and they're homeless because, you don't want to get a job, just because you're delusional, you think you're entitled to some random song, just because it uses your name and similar things happen to you, that's just not okay, man. Like, I feel like if I was a parent, I'd try to do everything you can to, like, make sure your kids are okay. Like, am I just crazy?
The last 2 months, they've lived in a donut shop, storage facility, even the public library. My little sister does digital graphics and does make a few dollars. So my mom makes our little sister pay for hotel rooms.
See, this is why I got a problem with this lady. Like, that makes no sense. How are you gonna make your kid support you? Like, that doesn't make sense. It's just dumb. I honestly feel bad for the kid. You're gonna see later that she hasn't been in school since like 4th grade. It's just crazy.
Okay, you're concerned about your mother, but there's a 14-year-old child here, right?
There is.
What's going on with her and school and all of that?
Our little sister's not in school. She should be a freshman this year in high school and hasn't been in school since 4th grade.
How does that happen? What do you mean she hadn't been in school since 4th grade?
My mom claims she's homeschooled.
She's gonna really say she's homeschooled. Wow. Anyway, the daughter says she doesn't believe it because she hasn't seen any, curricular things. So obviously you're not gonna believe her. I don't believe her either, honestly. I mean, if you do, you might be a little bit more or less judgmental than I am, I guess.
Does this come out of the blue with your mother? I mean,
I wouldn't say out of the blue. It's been years in the
does
making.
she have other things that are atypical?
I would say a lot of delusions.
Like?
She believes she knows Vin Diesel, The Rock.
See, she's just so delusional. The Rock and Vin Diesel, bro. She knows every single bald person. Next thing you know, she can be like, yo, I know Mr. Clean. Like, I know him personally.
And is she casually convinced of this, or is this at the core of her belief system?
This is at the core of her belief system.
She's called Quincy Jones.
She has. She's reached out, emails, phone calls. She's very open with us about that.
Bro, could you just imagine getting some random call from some, like, I don't know, like, 60-year-old woman saying that she's Annie from Smooth Criminal? Like, I feel like the guy in calls like that, like, all their lives, bro. Like, of course they'd just be like, hang up the phone, this lady's crazy, whatever. Like, I didn't expect them to take her seriously to begin with.
Hasn't received any correspondence back. No.
What? There's no way they didn't call her back. Like, there's no way. They gotta believe her, man. Like, she says this, so, it's gotta be true.
That your name is mentioned 46 times in the song. I mean, that's a lot, right?
Yeah, it is.
And if you believe it's about you and it's your name, it's 46 times. And you told us that you believe that Michael Jackson's limo was outside your home when you were assaulted.
It could have been.
Wait, no. You can't say that you know it's his, because you said you saw it in his card collection or whatever. Then you're gonna say you think it is? Like, you can't just do that. Like, what is this?
You said that you hid underneath the table to avoid confrontation.
Yes, I did.
And you ran into the bedroom.
Yes.
And claims that you were struck multiple times.
Yes.
And you say the song starts with the sound of broken glass and that you've had 5 broken windshields.
Yes, I have.
So if that's the case, then you gotta tell me, like, Michael Jackson was, like, stalking her, like, for a few weeks. Like, what do you mean 5 broken windshields? That's crazy. Like, how do you even do that? Anyways, there's no way you could have just gotten that in a day. So you must have been, like, watching her or something if it is true.
Jackson's former sound and audio engineer, Matt Forger, worked closely with the King of Pop on several projects, including his multi-platinum album, Bad. Now, he says Michael told him who Annie was when they worked together on the recording of Smooth Criminal. So, Matt, welcome. Thank you for being here. I would say you've had a very interesting career, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you've had the privilege of working with some great folks and have done some great work, and you worked with Michael on this album. Why did you ask about Annie?
Well, when we were in the studio working, I noticed there was a green fiberglass case in the corner. So one day I asked him why it was there, and he said, "Oh, that's Annie, because when they teach CPR, they have you address the CPR mannequin."
There it is, bro. The mystery has been solved. It's a mannequin, a CPR mannequin. That's Annie, bro. Like, what is she gonna say now?
And he said that's where the name Annie comes from, because what you're instructed to do is you're instructed to ask the mannequin, "Annie, are you okay?" Which is where the line in the song and the character originated.
So that's the actual line in the song, Annie, are you okay? That's what you're instructed to ask the mannequin that you're doing the CPR on.
Correct.
Is there any doubt in your mind that her experiences are coincidental?
I would say that must be the case.
Then why would that song, Annie, Are You Okay, be added with, she was struck down, all the things that happened to me?
Well, because it was an attack upon a person.
It was a real attack upon a person. You do agree with that?
I agree that was what the subject of the song was.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. You write songs that people relate to.
That's right.
There's a line in the song that says mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
That's right. I was knocked completely out at exactly around the same time that he wrote this song, is what you're saying.
No, and as I said,
Is what you're saying that I'm not, that the time that Annie CPR dummy, that name came out, how long ago? How long ago did Annie's CPR dummy, do you know how long ago that was?
The song
I know. It came out in the 1950s, bro. So where's the evidence at now? Like, I don't understand. She probably should have, well, he probably should have wanted. That's kind of on him a little bit. But, she's kind of stupid for believing that the song was about her at all. There's also another video I didn't include because I just didn't feel like it was that important. But if you care, here's the stuff that, she claimed. And that's really it. And she just discussed it. Maintenance workers apparently didn't steal underwear or someone else. And husband didn't have a window screen, so that's where the people were coming from, apparently. So, who cares? Peace.